I'm Greg, a sailor, a bagpiper, an all-around jack of all trades, back on the boat. It's been a little bit. Not sure when this video is going to get posted because I've got a couple others in the can that I got to work on. It's been hectic so far this spring. I'm finally getting caught up after taking our vacation, getting some stuff done. Had to take a couple of weekends off to work on projects around the house. And now, if we take a quick tour of the workshop, here's all the lumber that was the boat cover. It's down here stacked up relatively neat. I've got to get it stowed and put away. Look at my workbench. It's mostly empty. I have all the winches down here, so I've got to clean and rebuild those. I have most of the new hardware to put the tow rails back on the boat, in addition to most of the old hardware. So I'm getting sort of organized down here to start putting the boat back together again. This workbench was all cleaned off. I got the carburetors all rebuilt, and the motorboat is ready to go back in the water. So I've stacked this up over here just to get it off the workbench as I'm preparing to paint the boat and then reinstall everything, and have started making all the bongs I'm going to need to reinstall everything. So I am getting ready to go back out on the boat. Here is the hatches, the main hatch that slides, the part that it slides into. That's the forward hatch. They're down here so that they can get sanded and finished. Right now, I am going to grab some masking tape. And actually, I should probably grab a scraper. I need that. That, I may need some more blades. Probably that scraper will work. And then we're going to need some sandpaper, because right now, and then the question is, what grit sandpaper do I need? And we'll probably start with 60. Looks like a plan. All right, we've got what we need. Let's go out and take a quick tour of the boat and see what projects we're going to be getting into right now. I don't think there's anything that we can scratch off the list right now. Darn. Oh well. Let's see, we'll take those and that, and that, and that, and a brush. I think that'll do for just the moment. So now, motorboat, engine's all rebuilt, all the gears aboard it. Hopefully that's going to go in the water today. You can see that I am making, I'm not sure if I'm making progress. So my goal right now is to mask around the woodwork that's on both sides of the cabin top and sand that all down and prep it. Once that's all sanded down, then I can take the masking tape off and mask the woodwork and start sanding the rest of the decks and the cabin top in preparation for repainting that. And then I've just got to do these little pieces of teak on either side of the companionway, and we'll be ready to finish all the woodwork and start painting the whole cabin top. and the decks and do the non-skid. Oof, a lot going on. All right, I'm going to put the camera down. I've got to clean up these areas where I pulled these last few fittings off, clean up where the winches came off, clean where the hatches came off, which allows you to see what the original color of the boat was. Then it's been painted once. So you can see this color. It's much more ivory, but we're going to go back or continue with the white, and then the non-skid that we're going to paint is a light tan non-skid surface. So that's the plan. Well, let's get at it. So my concern is I don't want to scratch the hull up too much when I'm trying to sand all of this. So that's why I figure if I mask off around it, then, you know, worst case, my sandpaper will scratch up the masking tape and not the hull. Okay, well, that didn't take too long. Rough sanding it with 60 grit. I only got one splinter jammed underneath my fingernail that I'm going to go deal with right now. Get some 120 grit paper, and then we'll see what we can do to clean this up a little more. All right, well, let's see. I have finished sanding all of the remaining woodwork down on the boat. Threshold, companionway door sides, port, starboard side, port side, all done. The entire top sides of the boat are vacuumed from stem to stern, and I have decided that I'm going to put a coat of sanding sealer just quickly on the boat, so that when I'm painting, even though I'm going to mask these rails, let's see if I can get the camera set up without dropping it overboard, without falling, without having problems. So I am going to mask all of this work before I paint, but my concern was that even, you know, if I get a drop of paint onto sanded wood, it would be that much harder to try to clean that off. So I'm putting, you know, the sealer onto this right now, and then if any paint happens to get onto it, it'll be that much easier to clean it off, and it won't, hopefully won't have penetrated into the grain of the wood. All that teak has got one coat of sanding sealer on it. And I'm calling it a day. It's not supposed to rain for the next 6 days, so leaving the boat uncovered and have plenty of time to get projects done. thank you for watching another episode of SV Slow Air. Let's see, we've finished sanding every bit of brightwork on the entire boat and got one coat of sanding sealer on all the remaining exterior brightwork. So, great strides. Tomorrow, hopefully we'll get out and start sanding, and then we'll be able to really see what fiberglass repair work we need to do on the decks, get that all prepped, and then start painting. So, that's it. Thank you for watching SV Slow Air. Please hit the like button if you've enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe so you get updates from the next video whenever they come out. Thank you very much.